Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Learn with Jason. Today on the show, we have the most recent addition to Netlify's developer experience team, and contractually, through a clause that I snuck into her contract, my new best friend, Cassidy Williams.
Yeah, I had no choice.
I'm so happy to have you here. This is going to be a whole lot of fun for so many different reasons.
Yes, I'm pumped.
I imagine that everyone in chat here is familiar with you, but just in case, do you want to give a quick background of who you are, what you're into, all that good stuff?
Oh man, what am I into? So hi everyone, I'm Cassidy. And yeah, I recently joined Netlify and I'm a developer experience engineer there. And so we're getting people to use React and other cool tech and stuff. And what do I like? I really like keyboards. I've talked about them a lot on the internet, and so I don't want to just turn this into a keyboard stream, although we could, but we have coding to do. So yeah, I build mechanical keyboards. I have many next to me, and I won't bring all of them out now. Maybe later, we'll talk about it. But yeah, that's generally who I am. I like memes and dreams and Fortnite.
Memes, dreams, and Fortnite. That is... yeah. All right. Perfect. I'm into it. Okay. So we are going to mostly just screw around today, I think. But first, I wanted to make a couple quick announcements. I have some really exciting stuff going on the show. As of today, we have live captioning. So we brought in White Coat Captioning, who is they're amazing, and we have Laura today is helping us out and going to be captioning everything. You can see that at lwj.dev/live. So if you want to follow along in a written format, you'll be able to keep up with the show like that. Let me actually switch over and show this. Let's look at the screen. So this is the live view. So you'll be able to follow along with what we're doing today. So this is I'm really, really happy about this, and big thanks to Netlify and Fauna, who are sponsoring the captioning. So yeah, definitely check out that live the live captioning. The bonus of this is it also means that we're going to have transcripts that will go with the videos later on. But with that being said, I think we should talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. So what are we going to do today?
We talked a lot about what do we do that would be both like amusing, useful, and kind of stupid. And so we were realizing, okay, we're both in the Pacific Northwest. We should do something like with a hipster, blah, blah, blah. And I basically said the hipster should be Jason. And we brainstormed a lot. Long story short, we're going to make a game where the chat is going to participate in the game.
Yes.
And you got a subscriber.
Thank you very much, Dark Mastermind.
And yeah, we're going to make it so Jason is going to be the subject, and chat is going to decide if his beard should grow or if his hair should grow. And we'll make it in CSS art, so that way the CSS will like adjust depending on what the chat says. And I'm very excited about this.
So the way that we're picturing this is as a tug of war, right? So like
Yes.
a chat command will cause either the beard to grow and the hair to shrink, or it will cause the hair to grow and the beard to shrink. And so I have a suspicion about the chat that I'm going to be the only one wishing I had hair. So I'm going to be running the hair command, and everyone else is going to be growing the beard. So yeah, I think we should so how do you want to start this? What's the ideal starting point, you think?
I could start.
Thank you very much for the sub.
Yay, so many subs. Wow, congrats. I could start doing the CSS of your face.
Yes.
And we could work from there. We could start a collabed code pen and go from there.
Very, very cool. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Nate Dunn. I appreciate that. And Wakos, appreciate it. All right, so Cassidy, it's almost like we talked about this beforehand and we're ready, because
Almost.
I have a collaborative code pen ready for us to go.
What?
And look, you're already in it. What?
Oh my gosh.
Through the magic of television. Holy
Oh,
buckets,
we have the
y'all. Thank you so much, John,
Wow,
for the
so
gifts.
many gifted
That
spares.
is absolutely amazing. Really, really appreciate that.
That's so great. Also, Kennifer asked what keyboard I'm rocking. I'm rocking a board that I built. It is a case I actually got in Korea and that you can't
Oh,
buy in the US, and I don't know what it's called because it's in Korean.
that's like
And
the
it,
most hipster. It's
I
like, sorry,
know.
you can't get this in the United States.
Yeah. And so the switches are tactile Xylence, 67 grams of force, actuation force. And then I also have a combination of SA Oblivion and SA Round 5, which means I had to like source these keycaps. Just the num row is so rare. This is again getting into keyboard territory, and I have to stop talking about it. But I'm very excited about this
Look,
keyboard. I don't know if
Cassidy, we only have 90 minutes here. Whoa, oh, that is really cool, though.
I love this keyboard. And plus, it's quiet enough where if I start clacking on it,
Here we go, full Corgi Storm. So, no joke. Before we started the stream, because the captioning is brand new, I had to like give a primary warning, like, hey, the stream is a little wild. Like, get ready for the weirdness that's gonna. All the new subscribers, keep in mind you can absolutely drop a ton of boops from the top of the screen, and if you are motivated and you work with each other, you can bury us in boops as we go. Now, be mindful. Don't go too over the top on that, because you do want to be able to see what we're working on. Okay.
All right. So code things. I added some preprocessors. I added Haml and SCSS purely because I don't want to just keep typing divs all over the place.
Okay.
So there's a photo of you on your website. I don't know if you have it easily accessible, but it's like of you with like one eyebrow up, and you've got like a cup of coffee and a purple shirt on.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that is. Where is that one? Is it down here?
I think so. Yes. So I grabbed my color picking tool beforehand to get the colors of your shirt and your flesh.
Okay.
So we can use that. I've said that kind of menacingly. Your skin.
The colors of your flesh.
I've got your flesh ready. Well, you have like the resting murder face, so I've got to catch up. Somehow.
Thank you for another gift sub. Really appreciate it. Oh, Davitron. What's up, Dave?
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna just put everything in a container at first so we can like center everything properly. We can have a background and a foreground, and we'll put you in the foreground. And then if we want to get like fun with the background and put you like amongst trees or something, we can do that. But now we need to actually construct what it's going to be. And this is generally how I work with CSS art. I kind of figure out how I'll break up whatever I'm building first, and then I'll actually apply all the CSS. So it looks like nothing, and then it'll look like something.
Okay.
So in the foreground, I know we'll want to have Jason. And then we're going to, the main thing that we want to control is your head, because that's where the hair is going to grow out of. And so I'll just have the head, and then we'll put a body in there too, and then your body will just be like a purple blob of the colors.
Jason.
Yeah. So anyway, so now that we have the head and the body in there, on your head, we know that we're going to want to have your hair. And you know what? Because you don't have it, I didn't mean that to bash you, but because you don't have it, we should start with no hair as the class first, and then maybe we could like remove the class when the hair is gone, and then add it as it goes or something.
Okay.
Maybe a height 0, something like that. Let's see. You have glasses. You have eyes. You actually have 2 eyes. So
two of those.
Left and right eyes. You have. We don't need you to have ears, but let's get detailed. We'll give you just 1 ear so we can have like a side perspective, kind of like what I'm looking at you right now.
Okay.
And we also want your beard. And then we could have the class none. No, we'll keep the beard for now, but we could add the class none if we need to.
Yeah, it's a bad scene if I have neither hair nor beard.
It's just baby Jason.
I look like a baby that like isn't doing so hot. Like maybe a baby that, you know,
needs a little break.
Yeah, it's like somebody feed that kid a vegetable. He's looking puffy and weird.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we want to have black color, and this again, I have just, you know what? I copied all of these my color picker here. So we have variables for, we've got your light purple part of your shirt, your regular purple part of your shirt, white. I don't actually know if we'll actually need white, but you know, we have it. And then your skin and your hair. Okay, let's do this. We're also going to want to kind of do some normalization. I should have some kind of keyboard command for this, but we're doing it live, where the whole thing is of width and height 100%.
Okay.
Margin is 0. Padding is 0. Okay, everything is normalized. Now let's see. The foreground is what's going to be containing all of you. And so let me just put foreground in here. Probably, yeah, I'll just stick with this. Okay, so in the foreground, I want to make you like stand on the bottom of the screen and in the middle. So I'll just do a position absolute here, and I'll do left 50%, and we want to do like a transform translate X, and then negative 50%.
We have a request from the chat to rename skin to flesh, so I'm gonna make that happen.
Perfect. Okay. So we're now working with flesh, people. Okay, cool. So in the foreground, I think that's all I need for that right now.
So can I ask you?
Yes.
You just did something. When you positioned the foreground absolute, you did a left 50% and then a translate X negative 50. And so what's the benefit of doing that? Doesn't that just kind of like cancel each other out?
It doesn't. So here, actually, let me show something really quick. I'll do width is 100 pixels, and then background is flesh, and then I'll do height is 100 pixels as well. So what happens here is when you have the left 50%, it puts the left side of the div at the 50% mark.
Okay.
So it's not perfectly centered unless you like scoot everything over ever so slightly.
I'm going to comment things out to see what happens.
Nice. Go for it. See how it's scooted a little bit?
Oh yeah, so it's not centered. So we start out, it just kind of sits over here, right?
Right.
Then we bump it over to the left. And so this 50% is relative to the container, the full width of the thing.
Right.
And then when we translate it,
then that does 50% of the div's width is scooted to the left. And so
sneaky.
Yeah, that's how you can make sure something is always centered on the page. And I did translate X, but if you just did translate and then did negative 50%, comma negative 50%, and then you did like top 50% here, then that's how you
like vertically
something in the page. Yeah.
Oh, so see, who says it's hard to vertical centering in CSS?
Psh, easy. Okay, cool. So now we have to actually work with Jason. I'm going to take out this little blob of flesh here. And so I'm going to say that we want you to be positioned relative in here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because as I start positioning things inside of you, I want it to be positioned relative to this whole Jason thing rather than the foreground. And so this is kind of resetting that point there in case we add other things to the foreground, because we could technically add many Jasons. But anyway, okay, cool. So we have that. Let's do your head first. Your head is going to be the hardest part, I think, because there's actually a lot of elements.
I've been told that.
Yeah, jokes. Okay, so, I'm gonna do a position relative in here. So I want it to be kind of facing to the side. I'm choosing some kind of arbitrary numbers based on things. The width of your head is going to be 130 pixels. Congratulations. And then the height is going to be 180 pixels. Because then we got like a decent proportion there.
Yeah, and not quite spherical.
Right, of course. And then flesh. I keep typing flash and it's bringing me back to my days. Okay, cool. We have something on the bottom. That's going to be your head. Let's make your head a little bit more round. Border radius of 30 pixels. And That'll be the bottom of your head, and then I'll make the top of it a little bit more round. And so I'll do border top left radius will be 60 pixels, and then border top right radius will be another 60 pixels. Look at that. It's starting to look like a head.
Hey.
Kind of. Cool. And so now I also want to be able to add some shadows and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna make this a thing. Okay. So first of all, I am going to I want to start adding your beard and stuff. I'm going to do one thing at a time. Let's actually, instead of starting in on all of this, let's actually get your neck going.
Okay.
And so your neck is inside the head because that's how we structured it in there.
I remember that from biology.
Yes, that's a thing. And I actually didn't add that in there. So let me, because I think the neck could have like a nice little shadow in there. It'll be cool. And so I'm going to do a neck. It's going to be a lot of CSS. I hope y'all are ready.
So ready.
People are asking in the chat. We're making CSS Jason? Correct.
We are indeed making CSS Jason.
Yes. Okay, so this is going to be positioned within the head. So position absolute in here. We're going to stick it on the bottom of the head. I'm kind of just picking numbers. And then we want the width to be like less than that. I'm just gonna try this. 96 pixels. And then the height will be 60 pixels. And then we want the background of that neck to be flesh. And then let's see. Well, we don't need to worry about z indexes or anything yet. But I would like to add a little shadow so that we can have some depth to it. It doesn't look. Oh, it's showing up! Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. Great. On mine, it's like slower to refresh, and so I can actually see it better on your screen than on my own. Okay, cool. So we want to add a little shadow in there, and so I'm gonna do a position. If you ever want to turn a pseudo element into something, every single div that you make is multiple divs, and you can do a lot with it. And so if you want to turn a before into a full div, you can turn it by doing display block and then content blank. And when you do that, voila, suddenly it's a blocky div. And so now I'm going to do a funky little triangle thing.
So while you're setting that up, I'm going to show off. Do you know Lynn Fisher is a single div?
Yes.
I'm gonna show the chat this real quick because it's so amazing. So this is all CSS art done by Lynn Fisher. Lynn Fisher is one of the most creative minds I've seen. She's a brilliant designer, creative thinker, developer, all that, and she just makes this amazing art. Look, she made a Cybertruck. And the shtick of this is that she does it with a single div. So it's a ton of she does it with pseudo elements and shadows, right? Is kind of how she makes it work. But go check this out. It's really eye-opening stuff.
So look what I was able to do in that little bit of time.
Holy crap, you got so far.
Yeah, that was me spastically typing as fast as I could so people could go. Okay, so what I did in there, I added this little border hack is how you can make triangles in CSS. And so the borders are weird, where if you ever want to make a triangle, borders are actually little triangles in themselves. And so what I did is I made a blocky div, and then I made the left side of the div and the bottom part of the div is going to be a transparent triangle, and then the border right and the border top is a solid triangle. And so that's how we made that little bit of shadow there. And then I quickly added a bit of we got some 5 o'clock shadow going for Jason here. And so truly I just kind of copied some of the dimensions in there and then made this bit shorter. And then I made the background is just black with a 0.1 opacity, and then I added the same border radiuses that I had before. This looks a lot more impressive than it is. Truly, I was just copying and pasting very rapidly between these. And so, yeah, CSS is fun. I saw someone comment, I quit CSS. Don't, no. Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
that's Michael Jolly. He's always been hyperbolic. He's right now he's cooking up something fun to do with like CSS and a puppet.
oh my gosh, CSS and a puppet.
He built like an animatronic puppet that announces his Twitch events. It's really cool. You should.
That's amazing.
Yeah, go check out. I don't think my shout out command works anymore, but go check out Bald Bearded Builder. His Twitch channel is amazing. We raid it sometimes, and he's always doing fun stuff.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Okay, so below the neck class, I'm now going to start styling your eyes so that way I can put the glasses on your eyes. And so I'm going to do position absolute. Notice how I have them have the same eye class and then left and right. So this is how I can style both eyes at once and then just reposition them separately. And so I'm gonna do 80 pixels from the top. I'm gonna say width 10 pixels and then height 10 pixels. And then we want a border radius of 50%. If you ever want circles or ovals, you do 50% border radius. And then our background will be black. In terms of ordering on CSS, I generally do positioning things at the top, then alphabetical. I don't know what's right. I just kind of roll with it. Okay, look, eyeballs. They're kind of there. Okay, and so I'm gonna start.
My dream of having eyes in the back of my head has finally come true.
Yeah, your mom was right. Okay, left. We're going to do it. Just scoot it in slightly. So I'll do this 10 pixels, and then we'll do the same thing with the right eye, and then that will be right 60 pixels. So they're 50 pixels apart. Look at that.
Look at that.
Eyes. Okay, cool. Now, let's see. I can do something more with the eyes. I will do that later. Let's get things going first. Okay, so now I'm going to. I wrote down a couple variables that I wanted to remember. It's really just the colors. I don't know why I'm looking at this. Okay, I'm going to do your ears next really quick before I get to your glasses. Okay. So ears. We are just going to have one ear, not ear, and it's going to be the same color as the rest of your skin or flesh. I just want, like, if only we could hear the chat and just hear them chant, flesh, flesh, flesh. Be nice and unsettling. Have you ever seen that? There's like a tweet about being in the dentist's office and then everybody just slowly starts chanting teeth. Teeth. I love that so much.
The chat delivered.
Yes, flesh, flesh, flesh. Okay, so we're sticking it the top about 80 pixels, which I think that's what I did for the eye in there. I'm minimizing things because there is so much CSS happening on my screen right now. So I'm trying to minimize things as I go. Okay, so we've got the top 80 pixels, left negative 20 pixels, so it'll be kind of off to the side of the actual head itself. And then we'll do another just little circle thing with 40 pixels.
Okay.
Height, 40 pixels. We did the background as flesh. And then we also want to have, oh, look at that, you have an ear. Let me do border radius, 50%.
I'm helping.
Thanks. Wow. Look at that. You got an ear. It's happening. Okay. Oh, I am pleased. Okay. So actually, I made a glasses class and I don't know if I need to. I bet I could just do it with pseudo elements on the eyes. Let's do that because that's kind of fun.
Yes.
And edgy. Okay. So what I'm going to do is instead of using this glasses class, glasses are dead to me. I'm just going to plop it here and I'm going to say before, and then I'll do the whole display block, content, nothing. And then I'll position it relative compared to the eye that we're currently on. And so I'll make it a block then. And the eyes are like 30 pixels, so or 10 pixels. And so we'll make it a little bit wider than that. I'll say the width is 30 pixels. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add eyebrows first, so that way you can have your signature like one eyebrow up. This is now an eyebrow and not glasses. Glasses are no longer dead to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I like the idea of that better. Okay, sorry, we're doing this live. We're kind of just rolling with it. Okay, so we're going to have the eyebrow. So we have the color hair instead. So background hair. And then I'll do a height of 10 pixels. And then, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll do a border radius of 10 pixels. So we don't want it oval. We just want it to have rounded borders there. And now we also want to make it so that way, like one is up and one is down. Oh, this is so fun. Okay, bottom, we'll just scoot it up a little higher. I'll say 22 pixels. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay, let me scoot it to the right a little bit more. I want it to be half of that. I'll just do right 10 pixels so they're a little bit centered there. Oh heavens.
Oh, okay. I love this.
Oh man.
And what I really like about this too is like you can totally go for like the full Muppet look with like the
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so fun. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna bottom, and then I'll do half a second there. So now, if you do actually edit it, your eyebrows will move.
Your wishes are coming.
Nice little,
wishes are coming true, chat.
Oh man. Okay. So now we want to make it so that way we've got the two eyebrows there. I want to make one go down and one go up. So I'm going to do. What is it? It's going to be the ampersand and then just the right eyebrow and then before. Oh, this is getting some funky selectors here.
Well, but this is where I think like I feel like CSS gets a bunch of flack for being like, you know, like people like, oh, it's not a real programming language, or like, oh, CSS is like just thing gets in the way of doing cool stuff. And it's like when you start looking at the power of like, we've got, you know, the ability to do the cascade. We can create pseudo DOM elements right from here.
Right.
It really starts to show like how incredibly powerful this stuff actually is.
Yeah. Okay. We've got one eyebrow up and one eyebrow down.
There you go. Okay.
Very pleased with this. And because we've only been using before, you know, maybe glasses still are dead to me. Maybe I can just do the after attribute now.
Oh.
And so after. And then with that, I'll do the same. I'm going to copy and paste the display block, content none, position relative, all that jazz. Paste it in there. And now, but yeah, I agree with you. CSS is one of those things where it can get very complex very fast if you're not careful. And let's see.
Hold up. Dvorsky in the chat just said, why are people in the Pacific Northwest good at CSS? Because they live in Cascadia.
Dvorsky. That's the best joke I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. That was amazing.
That's so good.
Oh
hey, thanks for stopping by, Milan. Have a good day.
Wow, that just made my day. That was incredible. Okay, so we want to have your glasses, but we don't want to. We want to make squares with just like emptiness inside.
Right.
So background transparent, and then a border with. I'll make them thick glasses, and we can thin them out if we need to. Solid and then black, so they match. Oh my gosh, look, they are. Okay, so we need to position that a little bit better. We want it to be centered, and it's 30 pixels and crap. Okay, I'm going to do left -15 pixels, and then bottom 20 pixels to scoot it up.
Okay.
I think that should be enough. Yes. Okay,
beautiful.
Great. Oh, and I'll make them a little bit round. You have nice glasses. I'll just do a really small radius though. Okay, cool. Nice. We have glasses. Oh man, this is so fun. Okay, so we have a majority of your face, and now we don't need that glasses class. I'm going to minimize a couple things on my end so that way I can see what we've styled and see what we need so we can start making this a little bit more real. Okay, we've got the neck, eye, the ear, the head. We need the actual rest of the beard and your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
your mouth, I'm going to do something kind of hacky with your mouth. So that sounded funky.
We didn't think through like the language that would be used when talking about programming as anthropomorphized.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say width 40 pixels. Oh my gosh, my backspace button. Okay, width 40 pixels, and then height 5 pixels. Background.
Chat is still chanting flesh.
Flesh. Okay. Okay, so we have a mouth, but it's over there. Did your parents ever talk about having a mouth on the back of your head, Jason?
They did not. That is straight nightmare fuel.
Okay, so, well, first let's make it nice and rounded before we fix it. That's cute. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to position it. We did a position absolute so we could position it absolutely within your face. I'm going to put it on the right of your face. I think we had around 15 pixels from the side with the eyes, so I'll do the exact same thing. So right 15 pixels, and then bottom 30 pixels-ish. There it is.
Nice.
And then I'll also add a little bit of border, so that way like your beard doesn't go right up to your lips.
Okay.
So border, and then I'll do 5 pixels solid flesh. Flesh. Okay. Oh, and you know what? So the beard like shadow that I have there, if you'll recall, it's like it's black transparent.
Right.
And so the flesh is it needs to be on top of everything. And so I'm going to just do a Z index of 1,000. Z indices are not something I've mastered, but hey, look, now you've got like skin there.
Nice.
Or I guess I should say flesh. Okay, cool. So I think we have a majority of this done. I'm going to work on the beard after doing your body, so that way you have a body to work with. So I'm going to minimize head, and then I'm going to add a body class in here.
Okay.
So that way you have something to stand on. Maybe not 2 legs, because I don't really feel like doing legs. But in the body, we'll just have it be like a purple chunk. That was my nickname in high school. Okay, position relative width 220 pixels, because that's like almost double the size of your head. And then we'll do a height, I don't know, we're just making a glorified rectangle here. 540 pixels, and then the background will be purple. Oh heavens, look at that. Okay.
That looks just like me.
I know, that's what I thought. We'll just make it round. Border top right radius will be round 90 pixels. Border top left radius will be 30 pixels. Look at that. I think I have to, I'm gonna not get ahead of myself. Okay. You gotta just get it working first. Okay. I'm also going to add like a lump for your right arm, so that way it's not a lump. You have lovely arms, I'm sure. I haven't actually met you in person yet, so I don't actually.
Yeah, well, it looks right now. It kind of looks like I'm like kind of like twisted this way. We need to roll that back.
Yeah. Display block content blank. I really like the chat. Solid flesh. That is so funny. Okay, position absolute. We're just gonna stick this right just at the top here, and we're gonna give you an arm that's kind of slightly to the back. So because it's slightly to the back, we want it to be slightly to the left, negative 30 pixels. We'll have the background be that light purple here, and then we need just various border radii. I'm going to copy and paste some of these from lines above, and then add my own lines in here really quick, so that we can do that and that. Okay. So now we have roundedness.
Does it need a height?
Where's your arm? It does need a height, yes. It also needs a width. I just didn't do anything. I was just like, yes, this is working in my brain, with 160 pixels. And then height. Height, we'll make it a little more than half of what you have. There we go. Does it show up on your end? There it is. Okay.
There we go. We got it.
Great. So we have that. I want the Z index to exist. You know what? I don't think I need to worry about that yet. We'll worry about that when you have a beard. You also don't have a neck anymore. I think I need to add a margin to the bottom of your head, so that way we can have that. I'll do a margin bottom of 10 pixels or so. There it goes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool. Oh, and you know what? Ideas. Okay, I want to make it so that way your neck is like in between these. This part doesn't matter. I shouldn't get caught up in this. I'll do this later. Okay, so this is now that we have this generally done, we can start actually working with your beard and working with your hair, so that way we can do stuff with it.
The chat is killing me right now. They're calling me Flappy Jason because it looks like a wing.
Oh my gosh, it does. That's amazing.
This is super fun.
This is great. Okay, cool. So let's get your beard done first. We're going back into the head, and I'll just do this right after the mouth here. Okay, beard. And so with the beard class of none, we'll just have because when the beard is gone, we don't want it to show up. And so I'll just say when that beard has a class of none, we'll do the opacity at 0.1 or something. Mm-hmm. And then otherwise we'll have a position absolute, and we're gonna do this whole shebang thing. I'm basically going to be styling it exactly like I did. I'm moving my mouse as if people can see it. We're going to style it exactly like I did the current shadow. And so I'm going to copy some of that, but it's growable. And so excuse me while I just scroll up and copy all of that really quick. And then
thank you for the bits, Ashley.
Okay, look at that. You have a beard.
Oh, wow. That happened so fast.
Yeah, I truly just copied it and then added the background of hair.
Right awesome. Okay, yeah, very cool.
But now what we can do is with the height, I have this little transition on the height right here. If I were to make the height 180, it grows.
Oh my God.
And it grows slowly. And so this is where we can start to turn this into something more amusing.
Oh my God.
And, let's see, we should do something similar with the hair. I admit I wasn't sure what to do with your hair because you don't have much. And so I didn't have like a reference with which to draw it. And so when I was thinking about this, I was just like, I'm just going to have to YOLO it, and I'm going to give you a bit of a quaff for this. And so
that's what I need.
Okay. Left, 0. Bottom, we're going to, I could do it from no, we want it to grow. So normally, because it's at the top of your head, I would style it from the top. But because we want it to be able to grow vertically, I'm going to style it from the bottom. And so the height of your head was that. So that means the bottom should be like 120 pixels. We'll see what it looks like. We want the width to be 100% of your current head, and then the height to be, I'll just say 55 pixels. And then background is hair. Like that. Look at that. Oh, 25 pixels. Okay, so we have some hair going. Okay, let's actually make it look like something. So I'm going to
thank you for all the subs, Chris. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris. And then this is where border radii are very, very, very annoying. So I'm just gonna kind of roll with this, and I might have to make some adjustments along the way. And I'm sorry for doing this live, people.
Eco's pointing out the little bald patch that was on top, which is, yeah, that's accurate. That's why there's no hair.
See, I'm just I want it to be like more round on one end and less round on the other end. And you know what? Because I want to do like a little bit of a coif, I'm going to do a border bottom right radius of 160 pixels and see what that looks like.
Did we just Johnny Bravo my head?
We did. I'm actually going to add the second parameter of the border radius property is fascinating to me, and I kind of just roll with it. I'm gonna try 60 pixels again and see what that looks like. Ooh,
Whoa. Hold on. You're doing things that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
What?
Truly, I'm just experimenting here. So the second parameter of the border radius is something that blows my mind consistently. Did you know that you can actually put 8 different parameters just in the border radius thing?
I didn't even know that you could do more than one.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can do like 8 of them. But then for the border top left radius and border top right radius, all of the individual ones, you can have one for like one angle and one for the other angle.
Whoa.
And truly, I just threw some numbers in here and guessed. And it generally worked.
Wild.
But yeah, I could turn this into like 180 and we could see what that looks like. And it's a little bit too blocky. Scoot it. And so yeah, you can poke around with it until you've got something that you're happy with.
That is wild.
Yeah, it is very funky, and I am in no way a master of it. It's truly something that I just throw numbers in there, and if it looks good, I'm like, thank goodness, because I don't understand this thing.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that just how we all code anyways?
That's true. Okay, so I'm going to add a transition on this for the height, and I'll do the same thing that I did with the beard. 1 second, and then opacity is 1 second. And so now, if we were to change the height of your hair, and I change this to like 155, it grows. Okay, cool. And so, oh yeah, and I'll do the same thing that I had where if it's none, then I'll do the light opacity.
Okay.
Although I'm gonna just have opacity be 0 if you don't have hair, because we don't want it to like be slightly hazy
right
off of the face.
Okay,
so I think we have something generally workable to poke at with JavaScript.
Yes. Okay, so at this point, what I think we can do is I want to try something that I believe will work, and I guess we'll find out quickly. What I'm going to do is I just built a. Can I get this over here? What are you doing? Oh, because I'm in full screen mode. Okay, so let me go over here to LWJ scenes, and I just built this thing. So my Twitch overlay now is completely driven by web, like it's HTML now. So this was really fun to build, where I basically set it up like what we're in right now is the pair programming screen, and so we've got like the content, and then this is where Cassidy's video is, this is where my video is, and then this is a container where the desktop lives, and then like, you know, the lower third and stuff down here, you can see all of the content that's rotating, and this is driven by CSS and stuff. But the exciting part is I hooked up this thing where so Stream Blitz is a tool that I built for streaming that lets you use serverless functions to define your effects and stuff. And so I'm on, this is a different browser, so let me sign in on the browser that's logged in as me, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is like, these are the effects that you can run on my stream. So any of these, if you type these in the chat, they'll trigger an effect and they'll do some stuff. So these are really fun. But what's cool about it is that these pull from GitHub. Did that just work? Exactly. And so if I go and I look at my serverless functions here, each of these is driven by something like this. So like the adult supervision is a Stream Blitz handler, and then you give it a name, a description, and stuff that you want to do. So what I was thinking is we could just use this and send an effect. So if I really quickly go in here, let's also open up learnwithjason.dev. And so from here, let me stash all of my work, I guess, because I have some stuff that I'm in the middle of trying to fix. All right, that's going to be good enough. So I'm going to create a new function. And so these live in my site the site folder under functions. And so I'm going to create, actually, I'll just copy paste one. So let's just copy paste. I have a new adult supervision. Let's call this one. What should the command be, chat? Should it be like beard? Should it be grow and shave?
Ooh, I like shave. That's a good one.
Bosley. Bosley is funny. I think that might be I think that could be a copyright thing. Let's call it beard and hair. Yeah, I think that's a good call. So we'll call this one beard. And what I think we can do is just like leave everything else out. So we'll just give it a name, or we'll give it a description. Grow the beard. And then we'll duplicate this. Not that part, sorry. We're going to duplicate this file, and we're going to call this one shave. And we'll say shave the beard. Okay, so now if I commit, let's add site functions. Okay, and then I'm going to commit new beard shave commands. I'm going to push these. Then what should happen here is in a couple minutes, once the site rebuilds, I will have, let me go look at my deploys real quick. Okay, so I have out here, just pull this across. Here's the deploy that's running. This will take 3-ish minutes. And once this is done, we will have access to these beard and shave commands. Now, while we're waiting for that, what I want to do is pull over the this WebSocket stuff, because we can just connect to a WebSocket from Streamblitz, and this is all web native. So I think what we can do is legit just pull this right into CodePen. That's my hope, at least. So
I may or may not have made you flap. Okay, if you hover over it, it makes your arm flap and your eyebrows move up.
It's so good.
So your eyebrows move up and you start flapping whenever you hover. I was trying to subtly do it like, keep talking, Jason. I'm almost done.
Okay, so we have a WebSocket established, and that should mean that if I go into the chat and I run a command, channel is not defined, so I need to make sure that we have if message.channel pen 9. Where are you getting your variables from? Message, it does not equal channel, so we'll just filter. Okay, so let's try that again. All right, so let's try this one more time. I think I might need to refresh the page to get that to pick up. So let's see here. We've got a WebSocket connection. And now if I run, yeah, there we go. So now we have events, right? So what we should be able to do is check these events for the name and then add a class or modify a thing. So chat, this CodePen will 100% be open sourced. The reason it's not right now is because it's collaborative, and I don't trust you to not mess with this.
Correct. I was like, don't share it yet, Jason.
So yeah, once the stream has ended, we will share this. It'll be on Twitter.
You hackers, you dirty hackers.
That is us. Or that's you. No, we're not the hackers. You're the hackers. What am I saying? So we are just about done here. And as soon as this finishes, it'll say the site is live. Okay, site's live. So now if I refresh, we'll see beard exists. And now if we go over here and you run beard, there we go. We get beard and shave. So now we have these commands that we can listen to. So
hackers, you dirty hackers.
So at this point, what we can do is I think we can say if message.name does not equal beard, or message.name, I could probably do this more efficiently somehow, but I'm not going to worry about it now.
Doing it live.
We're just going to return. So we're only going to log this if we're only going to do stuff if it is a shave or a beard, right? So now if you want to run these, we can do a beard and it should show up. Did I break it? Oh, no.
Ah,
Okay. I mean, it's WebSockets. It's just
finicky.
probably not the most. Oh, I think I must have just done something wrong because it's not picking up any of this. Oh, wait. What did I do? Console log message? Because that was definitely working before. Message.name. What am I doing?
Unexpected token. Was there a typo somewhere?
Oh, I think that's because it tried to evaluate while I was typing. For some reason, it's not. You know what? We're not going to worry about it. So let's message.name. How about that? Do you work with that? Beard.
There it is. Beard.
Is it?
It just logged on my end, at least.
Why are
It
you?
has logged twice on my end now.
What is happening? Oh, I think my console just lost the link. So let's
Yeah, because it's
over here.
logging
Okay.
both beard and shave. There it is.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right, so we now have the ability to use beard and shave, and so that message.name. I don't know why it doesn't like this part, but I don't care. So let's maybe do it. What did I? Hello? Hello?
The shaving and the beard works, but not the hello. I'll refresh too.
Oh, God. Jeez, I'm so bad at these. Here's what I did wrong. One of those will always be false. So it was always,
There you go.
So, okay. I'm a grade A doofus over here. All right, so let's refresh that one more time, and now we should have a beard, shave. There we go. All right, so now it's actually logging. So we can turn this off. We can turn this part off, and now we can do stuff. So Cassidy, what would you like? What do you think we should do to actually control these? And also, should we make? Well, no, we can probably just clear this. We know it works now.
So what we can do is we can make it so just like whenever beard is that command grows, then then we can increase the beard height by 10 pixels or something, maybe 5 pixels depending on the activity. And then that also decreases the hair height, and then vice versa. Whenever the hair or whenever the shave command goes, then the head starts to increase and the beard decreases.
Okay.
And then if it ever hits 0, then
we
that'll
add
just
none,
have the class
right?
of none.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have an idea that would be kind of fun, but it's going to make things a little bit messy in the CSS since you're using SCSS. Can I use CSS custom properties? Will that?
No.
Let's see what happens. So if I set this,
I think you can.
And I say like beard length, and we'll set it to be, what is it right now? It's There's my beard. Let me start collapsing things so I can see.
Yeah, I have everything collapsed too. The original beard height is 80 pixels.
Okay, so let's collapse. Let's use the beard height. It's here. And so we're going to say beard length. Is that what I called it?
Yeah.
Beard length, and we'll say 80 pixels. Okay. Now if I change this, it works. Okay.
Great. Yes.
It didn't trigger the transition.
I wonder why.
I know
wonder
why.
if it's
I know
is
why.
it like re-rendering the HTML?
I think so. So here's what I think will happen. Let's try a test real quick where I'm going to let's get the beard equals document query selector beard. And then I think what we can do is do like beard style set property, if I can spell it right.
Yeah. Height.
And we'll say beard
I see.
length. and let's set it to be 180 pixels.
I think that changes a re-render, but if you just change the height value, the height style itself. Oh wait, look at that. It transitioned. Maybe something was just being weird.
Okay, I think mine was...
It transitioned on my end. We'll see.
There we go. Okay, so what I think we can do here is then I think we can say when we start, we will just declare some constants. We'll say let beard length equal 80 pixels. Oh, we're going to have to do this as values. And then let hair length equals, what was it, like 30?
Yes. I'm checking it again. Hair. Oh, the height is 55 for the hair. Good ahead of hair.
Sure. That's me. Oh, but actually, are we starting with it hidden?
Yes, so we're starting it with the class none on it.
Okay.
But we could say like whenever it gets below 55 or whenever it gets below 80, then that's when you add the class.
So I think what we want to do then is we want to set our hair increment, or we'll just call it like increment, and we'll make it like 10 pixels at a time. So it's going to grow a little bit because I imagine the chat's going to go pretty wild with this. So we don't want it to like blow off the screen.
Yeah, also, people were wondering what happened with the hair. There's a class none on it, and so I was just deleting it and adding it, and that's where it went.
So what I think we can do here is we can get property beard length, and I will, let's say the current equals, and then I'm going to number the current beard length, and then let's console log that. Okay, cool. And that should give us, the value. Style get property is not a function. Ooh, okay. MDN get style custom or get style property. Get property value. Get property value. I think that's what we need. So yes. Let's get property
value and change it.
Value.
Oh, Trezzy Codes called that. Nice.
Okay, and for whatever reason, the console, oops, save, then we'll reload, and then let's try this one more time. Object current is 0.
Nice.
That means that we probably need to set this in the beard itself and not in the root. So we can just set it right up top like this, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I think that'll just do what we want. Still gives us a 0. I wonder if that's because I'm doing the number on it and that's breaking it. Let's find out.
I haven't actually put number on that before.
I wish it wouldn't dump the whole thing every time. Okay, I think what Sia is saying in the chat is that maybe I am overthinking this, and we can just set the height directly.
I think we should just do that.
Fine. We won't use fun stuff. We'll just use it. No, you're right. This is I'm thoroughly overcomplicating this. So let's set that to 80 pixels, and now instead we will get the height. Okay.
Yeah, and then increase it or decrease it by whatever.
And so we'll say beard. still doesn't get a value though. Maybe I just need to like get the height?
Yeah, do that instead. Because that's an actual value that will be on the object.
I need to refresh. Okay, why are you not getting any values?
I'm going to poke around in the console. Let's see.
Beard style height, right? So query selector beard. That's a thing, yes.
Yeah.
And then if we go beard style height, it's empty, which means
Oh, is it because I wonder if because we're setting it in CSS and not like on the div itself in the HTML, it's yelling at us?
maybe should we? So maybe what we can do is we can do something like this up here, and we'll just set it to be
Yeah, and then
beard
set like .style.height equals
height
the values initially.
80. Is that going to break? Let's see what happens if I set it to like 100. I think it needs to be a value. Like this. Yeah.
There it
Okay.
is.
So if we
Nice.
set it like that, then down here, do we get the height? Let's find out.
I think we do. We do. Nice. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. So I'm still having that problem where every time that CodePen refresh or every time I change something. Okay, so here's our beard. So then if I change this to be a number, I should get, let's refresh. I should get the actual number. Oh, get out of town.
Oh, is
How
it
can
because
you-
of the PX?
But it should parse that. It should just get the number. Maybe I just need to do like the plus coercion thing instead.
Does the plus work? I've never seen
That's
that.
so annoying. Okay, so instead we're going to do this. Let's replace px with nothing, and then
Yeah, that's what it is.
we will
I just
get
poked at
a
it.
number, and then we can reload, and parse int is what I was looking for, not number. Jeez. Okay. Parse int.
That makes more sense now because I was like, man, I had no idea you could just wrap it in number like that.
That like in my head, what I
makes-
was doing was parse int, and I was
Yeah.
using the word number.
Yeah, because it is technically number.parseInt, so that makes sense.
So there's okay.
Life
So
is
now we've
hard.
got a number. So from here, what we can do is we can say if message.name is equals beard, then we can say that the beard.style.height plus equals current plus increment. Or no.
Oh no!
No, it would
You
just
don't want
be
to do
equal.
plus equals. Yeah, just equals. It will increase
Plus.
very fast.
Okay. So plus equals dot increment. Let's reload. All right, try it, chat. Hit us with some beards.
Do it. I'm gonna do it too.
Oh, not yet. Not yet, because I didn't set it to a pixel value.
Oops.
Okay, one more tweak, and I think, hope, pray that this is gonna work.
Eat, pray, love. Nice. There it goes.
Let's do it. Hit those beards. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So then
Okay.
we're going to go a step further, and we'll say that if it is shave, we're going to subtract the increment.
Yes.
Okay. So now, chat, you can have a tug of war, right? So let's shave. Oh, we got to set our lower bound.
We got to set our boundaries, and we have to make the hair go.
Okay. So,
it's happening though. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's working. All right. So everybody in chat, hit beard real quick. Let's get the beard to grow. Here we go. Here we go.
Nice.
Old Man Winter. I love it. Okay, so this is super fun. Like this is a absolute blast. So let's set a limit on the shave. So if we say like, if current minus, or what do we want to do? Let's say that if the current is less than or equal to increment, then we will beard dot class names add none. And if beard, and then we would set the, we'll put that in an else so that we don't change the style any further. And so then if beard dot class names contains,
yes, it's contains, and then the first parameter is the thing.
None. Then we will beard dot class names remove none.
Oh, it's class list.
Class list.
Yes.
Whoops. Can I do multi-select? I can. Okay. So this, I think, will work. So if we go to shave, then it should, no, it's not doing it. What did I miss? Current is parse int. If message name is shave, current is less than or equal to the increment, which is 10. Oh, we need to set the, we're just going to hard code this. If it's less than 80.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try that again.
We could make your beard turn rainbow if it gets past a certain length.
That would be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's shave.
One thing at a time.
Shave. Shave. And it disappears. No beard.
Beautiful.
Then if we add a beard, it grows.
Oh, man.
And it grows and it grows. Okay, beautiful. All right, this is exactly what we wanted. So let's now add in the hair. Okay, so question. We have about 20 minutes. Would it be more fun to re-implement this for the hair, or would it be more fun to turn the beard rainbow when it gets above a certain length? Chat, vote with your, we've got one vote for rainbow. We've got many votes for flaps. Okay, I think we should do the rainbow because the hair is basically what we just did. We're just going to change that logic up to reflect the hair instead of the beard. So I think the rainbow will be more fun.
I feel like the rainbow would be very quick too. We could potentially do both.
Okay, I'll let you take over. Let's do the rainbow. And if we get it fast, then we'll come back and do the hair. And 100% once this is over, just so you know, chat, I am adding this as a game to the overlay so that we can play this like while we stream.
Okay, so
we need to flap when the beard grows. That's also a fun idea.
You can just do it on hover whenever you want. So because it's just a div. So because it's just a div, we can just make it so if it has a certain class on it, we change the background to be a rainbow gradient.
Mm-hmm.
And that should actually be pretty dang easy. So what I'll do is I'll just add a class of rainbow to it so that way we can test with it. And I'll say ampersand rainbow up here, and I'm in the CSS at around line 160 if you wanted to show it.
Yes, yeah, that's what I...
Okay, so what we can do, there's a lot of different ways to do gradients. One of my favorite websites is just CSS Gradient Generator. We could just do some kind of just gradient on that.
Which one is the... I just found a bunch.
One, just that ColorZilla one.
Okay. Oh, fun.
Because I think, look at the, so if you go back to the CSS, I just copied one really fast. Check that out. So we can have this, and theoretically, I'm trying to think how we could do this. What we could do is I can make it the background a little bit bigger and make it so that way it transitions between it, and so the background position changes, and so it can be a constant moving rainbow.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. I haven't done this in a very long time.
What could we also set the background repeat and just like it would tile itself if we lock the size? That's
true. Yeah. And so we could, background. Because if the beard starts growing now, feel free to do the beard command, chat.
Give me 1 second to refresh. I'm gonna reload. Okay, so the grow and what's going on? There you go. Grow and shave should work again.
And it is. Oh, wow. I kind of like it the way it is. That's pretty great.
It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. Because we could have the background size be limited. So yeah, it just grows and stays the same. But I also kind of like the stretching gradient there. Background repeat is.
And if the background size was 100%, wouldn't it still scale? But also we could set the offset and it would.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right.
Yes. And so if we just did a background repeat Y, and then background, it's just background size, right? Background dash size. Yeah, I think so. Background size, and then I don't know. Let's just say, how wide is the beard? 80 pixels, 100 pixels, 110 pixels. I want to see 20 and see what happens.
Okay.
Nice. It does exactly as intended. Okay. So we could make it like start with the 100, and then as it grows, it'll just keep repeating that way. And it should actually, let me end this on violet again, so that way it'll repeat and it'll be pretty. So as it grows, this is awesome. As it grows, it should do that. And then I'll manually change the height for a second just to show it. Slowly. Oh, for some reason it's not doing it.
It's because the JavaScript is overriding, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to manually do it in the JavaScript then for a second. Hey, okay, cool. And then, yeah, we could move the background. I have not done something like this in a while, so we could do something like this. Go ahead.
So what I was thinking we could do is if we set up an animation to translate from negative 100 pixels to, or like negative 100% to 0% on the top offset, and the scale was 100% tall, then theoretically it should just be like a rotating rainbow that will grow to whatever size, I think.
Yes, I think you're right. And we could, let's see, I'm going to scroll to the bottom and add a bit of a keyframes thing really quick.
Okay.
Keyframes, and then in there, I'm just going to do rainbow beard as the thing. What we could do, in there, we could have background position be at like 0 and then 100%, and then we won't actually see the transitions rotate.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And so I think background position 0. I'm pretty sure that's what we can do. We can also just do top and then bottom.
Okay.
I think I can do, man, this is left top, and then we can do background position bottom. I think we have to do the left and the right before top and bottom. That should theoretically work, but we will find out. If I scroll back up to the beard and then do animation rainbow beard, I'll just do 1 second infinite and see what that does. Okay, nothing's happening.
So I think if we were to go like 0 and then 100%. Oh, but it'll change every time it gets.
Every time it grows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's not working at all right now.
And I'm not sure why.
Background position, background position.
What if I added background attachment? Was that might have to do with it. If I did background attachment is fixed, because then that'll like make sure it's solidly in there. Ah, there it goes. Well, that's not it. Okay.
Background attachment. The background size is 100 pixels. Background repeat Y.
Let's see. So background attachment is clearly not it.
Repeat Y. Okay, let's make sure it's not the JavaScript. So I'm just going to comment everything out real quick. And now it's going. So I think we might be. It might be
I love that it's moving. That's so fun.
Yeah, so it's definitely working. And
yeah, it's something with the JavaScript. But what?
What about if we make it a percentage, does that make it tile seamlessly?
Oh, wait a minute. It's because we added the class beard rainbow. I think we need to add the class beard rainbow in the JavaScript.
It should.
Because do we remove any? Do we remove
only
classes?
remove none.
Oh, we only remove none.
Yeah.
Darn it. Okay, I thought we were just removing a lot.
It doesn't like my. And this background position really should be, like, if I change the background position of the beard to be, like, say, negative. Where did it go? The rainbow background size, and then if we set like background position and we say -50 or 0, -50%, that should change. What don't you like? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what it's arguing about.
Yeah, that's very strange.
I'm sure it's something simple that we're just like not thinking of. But that's okay. This is a problem we can solve later. For now, what this will do is if we turn off the animation and I get rid of this debugging that I did, then what we should see is if everyone wants to start running the beard command. Once
we should uncomment the JavaScript first.
Sure, I suppose. Okay, so let's run that. Get it in place. There we go. The beard is growing. So just grow that beard, or I guess if you want, you can shave the beard. But I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But I definitely think it looks better with a beard.
Yeah. And we can say like if the beard length is past a certain point, that's when you add the rainbow class. Otherwise, we'll remove it.
Yeah, so we can say, or yeah, I'll let you do that.
Let's see. If message name is beard, class list contains current. Got it. So we'll say if beard. I'm actually going to copy this whole thing really quick. Class list contains rainbow, and this is just going to be the not case. And current is less than. How big do you want the beard to be for the rainbow to trigger?
Let's say 160. So like double its usual length.
Great. Okay, so then we will remove the rainbow class. Otherwise, we want to just add the class. And so if current is greater than or equal to, man, typing is hard. Greater than or equal to 160, then we will add the class list right there.
Phil wants the eyebrow to tweak in Triumph when we there. So what's great about this is because all of this has been done in CSS, all of these things are possible. So like once this is out and open sourced, if anybody wants to come in and play with this and like make it do silly things or like build variations of this, like you totally can. And you can, if you want to, you are also completely welcome to go in and submit new sound effects to Learn with Jason. Bear in mind, this is a family-friendly show, so don't be weird, don't be gross. But if you're having fun, if you're doing fun things, I'd love to see more sound effects on the show because these are all really, really fun. There are a bunch of things you can do, like this one. This is a great quote from Gant. I think Streamblitz got interrupted by the. I think it might not be able to connect from multiple places. So I think when we hooked it up here, it might have shut it off on the stream. That's okay.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's still working mostly, kind of. But anyways, yeah, there are lots of fun sound effects that you can create. But so let's see, we've got.
I think that was over, it. So
that should work. So then we can just remove the rainbow class by default, right?
Yes.
Save. Refresh. All right, chat, grow the beard. Let's see if this rainbow works.
I'm typing in the chat too. Let's get it.
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh, that's so much fun.
Yes. Oh, that's great.
I mean, this. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of progress we were able to make in what has it been 83 minutes. So we started with an empty canvas, right, and completely empty screen, and from there, Cassidy was able to build out an HTML document. This is using Haml, so it's just class names, and this is the nesting. Then we wrote out the CSS to like do a full look at all this, all these animations, all this stuff is happening, and Cassidy was able to put that together in 40 minutes or so. And then we spent the rest of the time hooking up to WebSockets, and we're now interacting with the Twitch chat so that we can grow or shrink this beard based on chat commands, which is super fun. Let's make sure that it shrinks enough and loses the class. So let's shave.
Rate limited.
Shave. Oh, we're in a full tug of war now.
Oh, dang. It's still rainbow. Okay,
Uh-oh.
Why isn't the class list being removed?
Let's see. Class
We're adding
list
rainbow and then
contains rainbow. And the current is less than 160. That should definitely work.
That should definitely work. That is a very, very simple thing.
We could also just do the check, like not worry about whether or not it contains the class and just...
That's true. And just take that out.
Yeah, that should just make it work. Let me refresh to make sure. Okay.
Okay. It shall grow.
We grow. All right, now shave.
There
Everybody
it is. No,
shave.
shave.
Shave. It does not want to be. Oh,
That
was weird.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Huh.
Oops.
Interesting. So it stays rainbow until it's nothing.
Oh, it needs to be in the shave event. Good catch, chat.
That's
that
good
was
call.
yeah. Thanks, Ben.
Yep, that was smart.
Okay, so then we can just move this straight out to the shave event, and we'll do that. How about that?
Yes, that should definitely be it.
Okay, so let's save this. Let's reload the page. All right, one more time. Beard. All right, now shave. Everybody shave. Shave.
Sure, I'm doing it myself.
There we go. We did it.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Victory. Okay, so I think this is a great stopping point. I'm gonna build on this. We'll make or actually, I guess what we can do now, since we are done, is let's change to the editor view. I'm gonna pull this off to here, and if anybody wants to, let me make it public too. I think. Let's go public. Save. All right, here we go. So now, if anyone wants to go and play with this, you can go and set up your own Twitch chat enabled thing, and from here, I think let's figure out where we should go if we want to follow Cassidy. Where would you recommend people go if they want to keep up with you?
Look up Cassidy. That's how you'll find me. So if you look up my name, there's a Scooby-Doo character named Cassidy. Named Cassidy Williams, and I'm not her. So look for the other one, and that will be me. Otherwise, Cassidy is my username for Twitter, for GitHub, for CodePen, for everything except Instagram because a teenager took it from me. But yeah, find me there.
So this was so much fun. Thank you so much for coming on. Chat, y'all were champions today. I really, really appreciate you coming in and playing along, growing the beard, shaving the beard. A couple solid assists in there from Ben. Thank you all so much for the new subscriptions. I really appreciate y'all gifting and sharing. Cassidy, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun to get these muscles going again. I haven't done CSS art in a little while.
It was just unbelievable how much stuff you can get done with CSS.
Yeah.
So with that, Cassidy, I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna do a little bit of fun stuff. So thank you, Cassidy. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, and here we go. New scene. I got a monologue scene now. Get ready. So we have. We have sponsors for the show now. So the live captioning is very, very important to me. It's super important to make the show, as it's been expanding, more accessible to people. So I want to make sure that everybody who wants to can participate in the show, and that's why the live captions are here. The live captions are provided by White Coat Captioning, and White Coat Captioning needs to get paid. So as a result, the show is now sponsored by both Netlify and Fauna. So huge thank you to them for making this more accessible to more people. I could still use a little more help. I'm paying for some of this out of pocket right now. So if your company wants to help make streaming more accessible to people, I'm looking for sponsors. Hit me up. We have a whole bunch of really fun stuff coming up. Tomorrow on the show, I have Thor from Stripe coming back. We are going to do a pair programming on subscriptions in Stripe in the Jamstack. If you are looking to sell things online and you want to get better at accepting money, selling a product, managing access, protecting areas of a site, this is going to be such a good stream. I am so excited about it and what it's going to enable you to build. And then we've also got Ryan Warner, longtime friend of the show, one of the party corgis. Mods, can you drop a party corgi link in chat, please? We've got Ryan Warner coming on. He's going to teach us an introduction to Figma for developers. So a lot of great stuff coming on this week. Thank you again, chat. We are going to raid, so stay tuned. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow.